Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, this is the National Football League. We'll see Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started and off from Soldier Field. Byron Pringle now to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed. So good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And for all the collegiate success he had, highest passer efficiency rating by a mile, he's a guy who's had his share of detractors at the professional level, but I do like his poise, I do like his moxie, and I love his accuracy.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And Mostert with a first down carry. Nice carry. Gets his way forward for a pickup of about 6 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out and lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points. They won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe 1 block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
On second down now, it's Montgomery.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Handoff comes to Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, You can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 30 on second down, Fields. And he fires one incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. A give. This is Montgomery. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Santos put this one up and through. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against it. Better running off the field.
All we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Second and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. That's on the guard, Connor Williams. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
56. Mike, 56.
Tua going to throw. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10. Draw play, Edmonds. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Draw play, Fields gives to Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On first down, it's Fields. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Fields. And Graham's got it over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Fields now to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. To throw is Fields. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Read option, here's Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Montgomery, they'll run for it. Didn't get the touchdown, but a big first down, and now they're 6 feet away from the end zone.
And a little bit of momentum as well. To get down to the 2-yard line, 1st and goal. Playbook's open now, right? What do you want to call? You want to call power? You want to call quarterback run game? Do you want to throw the ball? The entire playbook is available for the play caller.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun, Fields. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
In front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the 3rd quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Wide open receiver complete, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
It doesn't matter where on the field he is, even down here in the red zone, he is still slippery with the ball in his hands, and he was almost able to work his way into the end zone. Instead, they'll have to settle for 1st and goal, but they'll take it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 45.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Rifles one, and that's That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 59 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Looking to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Back near his, and here's Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Once again, it's Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They hand it off to Mostert. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Taken in at the 22. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Bears take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Tua sets up to pass it. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Running the counter with Mostert. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yards, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 43-yard ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mostert. Just a yard up there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Starting drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground extra.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
58, right over there. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll run with Mostert. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd down, Mostert. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Here's Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 6. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't play man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Fields. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot connect, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 10. Here's Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every first down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the guys, why did you give it? I mean,